Hey, thank you for choosing Globe Runner as your outlet and your space where you can learn more about athletics. And it is your friend speaking to you, giving you a ground zero meta narrative of athletics in some place in America, specifically Big D. I'm outside Dallas visiting with my granddaughter, my daughter, my son-in-law, having a good time. And it is you who is going to know where I am, my hideout. Yeah, I'm having a good time. Yeah, it's warm, muggy, windy. Clouds are gathering, storms are being predicted. The weather is as is in Texas, my friend. But since I'm not a weather person, I'll just go to the subject that's more familiar to me. Tuko Riada. I can't get over that. Globe Runner, my friend. Enjoy me as I engage you again. How are you doing, my subscriber? I'm noticing that you love it. We love each other. We are a community and we keep riding the wave of athletics. What's happening? What's happening and what is happening in the neck of your world? How are you doing? That's a question that you can always respond to. If you are new to this channel, expect the unexpected. You can never have a crystal ball idea of what this guy is going to tell you, share with you, but it's all in good faith, my friend. Well, the young juggernaut, the Phenom, the American middle distance Phenom is in the news for good reasons because Sean Ingle, the Guardian British newspaper, decided to take an inside look into his success thus far. He's the new world indoor champion coming out of Turan, Poland 2 weeks ago. An article he wrote here, Sean Ingle, is telling us more, but he's telling me the obvious that I've already known, that we have a young Cooper Lutkenhaus. He's the face of middle distance at the moment, having won the gold medal in Poland. And the article is speculating about the fact that this might be the face, the poster child for the LA Olympics in 2028. LA28, we're really looking forward into that. 2 years later, we have to talk about something. We have to talk about the potential of these young men delivering on big stage. Olympics. Olympics is coming to America. World Cup is coming to America. America the Great. Is Cooper the Great? Cooper the Great right now, I call him Captain Cooper Lutkenhaus. He deserves it. I've given him enough adjectives of accolades, a lot of flowers. He knows it. He's only 17. And the future looks incredible, doesn't it? If you're 17 and people are thinking you're going to be the golden boy in LA, man, they're investing a lot in you. Does that put pressure on him, though? Can he live up to the expectations that it's going to be in America? Is he going to deliver? It's 2 years ago, and we're already speculating. Of course, we have to do this. That's what we do. In athletics, as pundits, journalists that were never journalists, but now they're journalists, that's me. And so the article here is very interesting because it talks of his coach, his family, the DNA of running and athletics in his family, and his mother and his wife, no, his mother and his mother. His what? His father and his mother. What's going on here? Anyway, the article seems to give us an insight about the conversation of who he is in the family context. And it was a privilege for me, I keep saying this, to see him with his family in the national championship last year. It looks to me that he's a close-knit family, very supportive, and that's what you need. His father has been a coach. George has been a coach for a while, but he has since surrendered or given rein to his coach for right now. What is the name of his coach? I found Chris Capui is his new coach. And the article gives us some things we can chew on. I'll just share a few things about the new coach, what he says that this young man at 17 is beyond his age. The discipline, the work ethics, the support that he has, and the discipline, the drive, the workouts that he seems to believe that they're going to help him be a better athlete. I mean, it sounds very cliche. It sounds that it's expected of any athlete to do this, but he's 17. You know, you're 17, you're expected to be hanging out with his peers. If they're having fun, he wants to be in those environments. But he has chosen a career. You know, he signed a contract at 17 or 16 last year with the Nike. And so he wants to be, or to live up to his potential, which we haven't even seen yet. So this article that Sean Ingle of The Guardian seems to open the curtains, now we can really see a little bit. You know, you can't tell us everything about what he does and the details and all that. But for me, the article seems to tell us that as young as he is, and even leading up to Poland, he had a self-belief that he was going to win gold, given the workouts he did, which was quite interesting. The guy was hitting what the coach had asked him during the workouts, and for them, it was just a matter of time. And for him, he just didn't disappoint. I've talked about it in my episodes. But I think one thing I'm always wary with the young athletes, I think history is full of casualties of expectations, and mostly American young athletes. I don't want to go into the graveyards or the roadside kills of what America. There's a thing about America that really drives me a little bit crazy, is how much burden they put on these young people, mostly athletes. Cooper now is 17. He's going to be 19 in LA. And building up to that, the stories and the expectations and the pressure and the cameras. So far, he's doing good. Let's give him to him. He has built kind of a resilience. He seems to know how to navigate this world so far. But we've seen two casualties of expectations. Casualties, like I say, of the pressure that builds as Olympics nears, 2 years later, 2 years to come. And so I wonder, but I think what really gives me hope with Cooper is that he has already given us a glimpse. We have a foretaste of what he can do. Like I say, we all know he won this championship in Poland against a good field. Don't get me wrong. We had the finalists from Spaniard, Tui Mohammed, and Christian Elliott from Belgium. He was 143 and we beat him in his own game. Is he been tested well? So far, so good. He's passed the initial test. If you have a medal, it doesn't matter what kind of medal you have. And now come Diamond League rolling out. Apparently, he's chosen to go to Stockholm in June instead of going to the Grand Prix in Texas A&M, that is being rolled out by the U.S. track and field. So for me, I like this. I like that he has chosen to go abroad where the challenges are even harder. I've always said that if you want to get better, go to where things are happening. The Diamond League of Stockholm, the Diamond League of Europe. Go to Eugene, that's where big name shows, and you're going to find out what you are made out of. When you start to rub shoulders with the big cats, you start to see your growth in a better picture than just running in this. No, there's nothing wrong with American Grand Prix. There's nothing wrong with it. But I think for me, the best is Eugene. Everything else is just, what it is. So I'm glad he's choosing Stockholm instead of going in his own backyard, because he's been there. He's been in Texas for quite a while. I'm in Texas, by the way. And so it's easier to drive to Texas A&M for him, but he has chosen to go to Stockholm instead, which is, to me, is a step in the right direction. I remember criticizing Moa Thing, Sidney McLaughlin. I know they want to just stay here and get what America Grand Prix offers. Maybe it's easier for their bodies and not to travel all the way to Europe. But for young Cooper, he needs to get out of his backyard. It's not enough just to run here in Texas or just stay within your neighborhood. I'm glad he's going to Europe. What else was in this article that kind of, I think the other thing that this article seems to talk in Sean Hengolang article of The Guardian is the humility. I think, and the openness to learn. Because I think what happens to when you start to achieve quite early, he's a 142 young man, you start to think you've arrived. 142 is fast time. He's almost like what, top 10, maybe top 15 in the world right now of all time. 800 meters is the best at his age category. That's not enough. What really starts to matter is the medals. That's what you are known for. And I think Cooper's trajectory moving forward looks good for me. He has shown us that he can deliver on big stage. And is LA a place it might surprise most of us? It's 2 years away. And if he continues at this pace, at his discipline, and his grit, the American grit, he could be a great 800 meters runners we ever seen. And at 17, people talk of the sky. I'm talking of medals. I'm talking of winning medals because that's what you are known for. And can people even talk of world record? We cannot go there yet. The article seems to bring Rhodesia into the radar and says, oh, Rhodesia, like, he's a powerful, strong runner. He is. I think if you watch how he runs, he's a strong, powerful runner. I'll give him that. But Rhodesia, like? Johnny Gray, like? It's not fair to compare athletes, honestly. I'm not a big fan of comparing anybody. Everybody have their lane. They'll accomplish things according to the lanes they're running. And I think Cooper's future looks bright. Is he going to be the poster athlete come LA Olympics? The pressure will mount. Expectations will be over the top, over the roof. Is America. Is in LA. What happened in LA is always grand, is always Hollywood-like. Is he going to be a Hollywood movie kind of an athlete come LA? We have no idea, but we are catching a foretaste, a glimpse into Cooper, the captain. That was my take on that article. I'm glad he's going to Stockholm, by the way. Very happy that he's going to Europe. If you want to be a better athlete, it's always been found. If you want to be a good global athlete, you go to European Grand Prix. The Diamond League will find you out. It's good money too for him. And Nike, trust me, will want him to do better on those stages. Cooper, this is for you, my friend. LA is waiting. We are waiting. The year is here upon us. I hope he doesn't go to this ultimate championship in Budapest. I don't think that is his place. Diamond League will be enough for him this year. And the future is great. America can really be proud of these young men. Texas should be. I'm in Texas right now. Cooper Lutkenhaus, the man, the Phenom, the current indoor world champion. Talk to you later, my friend. What are your comments? Too young? Too much pressure might get into him? Really? This guy's passed the test already, man. Did you see how he raced in the national championship last year? Was that pressure? No. Give this guy his time. Give him his lane. I see a great future. Healthy, support, good coach. I like the coach. He seems to be a coach who we should keep. Chris Capel. Wow. I can't even say his K-C-A-P-E, whatever the other names is. Anyway, he's talented for sure, full of it, and the future is bright. Man, let me go back, see my granddaughter. Talk to you later, my friend.